Matthew Stuckey here from Verity Baptist Church, Philippines. Just giving you a quick missionary update. I'm going to give you both an update for the month of December as well as year-to-date, and all of 2022, I should say. In December, we had 868 salvations, and so included in that were two big holidays. The Feast of the Immaculate Conception is a big holiday here in the Philippines. It's a Catholic celebration that Mary was born without original sin. Now, first off, the doctrine of original sin that the Catholics teach is actually opposite of what the Bible teaches. And nobody is born guilty. They are born innocent. They have a sin nature. But if a baby dies, they don't have to get a baby baptism in order to get their sins forgiven. They are actually innocent until they reach an age of accountability that the Bible teaches. And so that the original sin doctrine in of itself is wrong, but obviously Mary was a sinner. She did have a sin nature passed down, and she did sin. We see her making mistakes in the Bible, and yet somehow that kind of goes over the head of the Catholic Church. And so they have a big holiday here to celebrate the life of Mary and the fact that she was perfect, supposedly. And it's a national non-working holiday, so we did have a soul winning marathon and had good results there. Also on Rizal Day, December 30th, which is right toward the end of the year, Jose Rizal is a national hero in the Philippines. Like every national hero of every country, the country is split on their opinion of this person. But they do have a non-working holiday, so we had a soul winning marathon there. At Christmas time, we actually set a record attendance in Manila. We also had big attendances overall, and combined was our highest we've ever had. And so it was a great day. I wasn't expecting that big of an attendance, but we had a huge attendance in Manila. And we had our annual Pink Elephant Gift Exchange and Dessert Challenge. So things are going very well. We're coming to the new year now. We're in January. January is always a New Testament Bible reading challenge here at Verity Baptist Church, Philippines. It's a tradition passed down from Sacramento. And I think it's great to try to challenge everybody to read the New Testament cover to cover in the month of January. And it just kind of gets you back into that routine as you hit the new year. And so let me just give you the totals for 2022 and just kind of tell you a little bit about where our church is headed and things to pray for and things such as that. For 2022, we had 11,653 salvations. Now, I actually think we had a little bit more than that, but some of the totals came in. I wasn't sure if it was before the end of the year or not, so I just kind of included them into 2023. But 11,653, which puts us just under 1,000 salvations per month. This is by far the highest total we have ever had as a church and as a ministry out here. And there's many reasons for it. We've grown quite a bit as a church and ministry. We're ministering to, in terms of our church in Manila, it's basically double the size of when we first started. And probably a little bit more than double the size of when we first started. And then also we have, our church in Pampanga now. We have the church in Bicol. And we also just have a lot of people that are soul winning. So we have more than twice as many soul winners as we had at the beginning, probably 3 times as many. And so the result is a lot of success. On Saturdays, we have all-day soul winning in Quezon Memorial Circle. Just this past Saturday, we had 20 people out for that to do all-day soul winning. And so that's just kind of a regular weekly thing. So a lot of people are devoting a lot of their time. It's certainly a team effort to get to that total. It's certainly not mostly me. It's certainly not mostly anybody. It's just a team effort between our churches and individuals that are very zealous and just kind of provoking one another to zeal. And so in terms of 2022 compared to past years, it's certainly the year of church growth. In 2021, we had to deal with problems. And so it seemed like there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of turmoil. And then 2022 is just more of a peaceful year, just kind of a year of growth. And so that's certainly great. And where it sits at our church right now and our churches and ministry is, things are obviously going very well because our attendances are growing. We're getting more salvations, tons of people soul winning. But it does leave us in a situation where we're kind of basically expanding past the size of our building. Now, our current buildings that we're at our churches, we have very good deals in them. And we really don't want to move out of them until the point where we're able to move into something basically permanent. We don't want to just be bouncing around. And so we're starting to get very packed, and it's a good problem to have. But it's definitely a problem, though, right? It's a good problem to have, but it's also a problem because eventually you have to move out. So what we're doing right now is kind of looking at options of something permanent. And, it takes a little bit of time and various things to search and check out. And so just pray for us that we'll find the right fit, and if it would be God's will that we'd be able to have a permanent building or a lot where we could buy a church building. And we're kind of looking at our options. Commercial real estate is very expensive in these locations in the primary big cities, and so right now we're happy with where we're at, but we're at the point now where we'd like to find something permanent. So if you're an online listener, if you tune into our ministry, just be in prayer for that. But overall, things are going very well at our churches, and 2022 was a great year of growth, and I'm hoping 2023 will also be a great year of growth as well. But you know what? I doubt that any 2 years in a row are going to be the exact same. So maybe we'll be back to problems that we had in 2021. And you know what? Problems come up at churches. You just have to deal with them. And as a result of dealing with them, though, it can end up resulting in great church growth. Not just numerically, but also spiritual growth as well. And right now, our church is really like a family, just completely packed together. We love one another. We care about one another. And so things are going well. Just continue to be in prayer for our church, and let us know if we can do anything for you. Thank you, and God bless.